So now we want to start the trouser. So you mark out your baseline, and then you must have made sure you iron. The ironing will help to remove every rumple on the fabric. Then after which, next thing you do here is you mark 2 inches here. The 2 inches you're marking is for the hemming or the folding of the trouser. Mark 2 inches all through. Mark 2 inches all through, and then connect the line as shown. Now, after this, the next thing you will do now is to apply the length of trouser. Now, my customer's length of trouser we have is 42. So you apply 42 inches trouser length, 42 inches, 42 inches trouser length. Connect the line from here all through to this form. Connect the line from here as well, also to this form. After this, the next you will do is you get your crotch depth. So how do you get it? From the value of your hip over 4. So the hips we have is 46, over 4 is 11.5. You mark 11.5 for the crotch depth. Bear in mind, this is a free trouser, like kind of a palazzo trouser. For man, you mark all through this way. So after the crotch you have gotten, the next you are going to do is to get your knee line. So from the crotch depth, you measure and get your ankle line. Like from here you get to this point, then divide the distance into 2 equal parts. So this is 15.25. This is 30.5. Divide into 2 equal parts. That's 15.25, and then come out by 3 to get your knee line. That's the standard way to do it. So you can just mark at 12 to get your knee line. You get mark at 12. Then after which you connect all through this way. So this is now our knee line. So after which you now apply your hip value, which is 46, 11.5 this way, plus extra 2 inches, which is constant, and then transfer the measurement you have here on your knee point. Get the middle distance of this whole measurement here. So 13.25 and 13.5. 13 is 6.5, right? Then 0.5 is 2.5, that's 6.75. That's 6.75 here. Transfer it as well on the hem line, on the ankle line, 6.75. You get. So now you can still mark it on the crotch if you wish, 13.73, 6.75. And then from here, you connect from here all through with a disjointed line or with a straight line. So this is called the plumb line or the gradient line. You get. Now after which you now apply your knee circumference. Your knee, the knee I have is a knee of 19. Knee of 19. So divide by 2, you have it to be 9.5. Divide by 2 again, you have it to be 4.75. You get 4.75. So you mark 4.75 on both ends this way. 4.75 on both ends this way. So now once you have gotten marked your knee mark 4.75, that's 19. You get because 4.5 the knee is 19 now. You get 19 is 9.5. 19. So if you divide this 9.5 by 2, you have it to be 4.75. Then after which you go to the hem. The hem is 16 for this person. The hem is 16 for this person. So you will mark 16 is 8. That's 4. So you mark 4 on both ends. 4 inches on both ends this way. Right? Then after which you now connect the lines, bring it out all through to this form. Bring out all through to this form as well. And then connect your extra 2 inches on the hip to your knee line this way, and then connect this as well to your knee line as well. Now be in mind, I have made several videos on this. I don't know the reason most people still find it difficult to understand. This is one of the simplest videos you can see on the internet. So now blend properly. Blend from here to this point, and then blend from here as well to this very point. So after you have blended this area properly, now the next you will do is to apply your waist, which we have to 36 divided by 4 is 9. So you mark 9 inches at this point, and then add extra 1 inch for the zip and sewing allowance or the waist allowance. Then connect the 1 inch to the crotch, to the actual hip point this way, and then take your armhole curve, place in this form, and then make a curve that connects from here to this very point. And then the next you will do as well is to slant the waistline by half an inch, that's 0.5, and the slanting will go all the way towards your after the midpoint of your trouser waist. After this, now you mark 2.5 here for the pocket point, and mark 7 inches here for the pocket depth. So once you have done all of this, this is what it looks like. Then you now start cutting. So this is another method. This is one of the simplest methods you can see or can use to draft your outfit. And then once you have gotten to this stage, you make sure you are cutting at the back of the chalk. Please make sure you cut at the back of the chalk all through this way. Then cut out the baseline this way as well. And then you cut out from here, as well. It goes all through to this very point. So now, after this, the next you will do is you cut your waistline all through this way, and then you cut the crotch area as well. So the front panel has been cut out. I'll also show you how to cut the back panel as well. So you give a notch, have an inch notch. You also give a notch here for the pocket. So let's also learn see how to draft the back as well. So now for the back panel, you just need to fling the collar this way, and then extend the line here by, just mark out the crotch line. Extend here by extra 2 inches, mark 2 inches all through along the line of the inseam of the trouser, 2 inches all through, 2 inches all through, 2 inches all through. After that, you also come on the waistline. This is where you apply the extra allowance for your elastic effect. Normally we add 1.5 inch at the back, so add extra 1 inch here, either 2.5 or 2, right? So just mark 2.5 here for the effect of the elastic to come in, and then here you mark 2 inches as well. After this, you connect the line from here all through, and then use your armhole curve or your hip curve, connect here with the curve to this very point, and then after you have marked this, the next you will do is to raise the back panel by extra 4 inches. Now this 4 inches you're raising the back panel is to accommodate the back band in line with the back panel. Like we are cutting the back band together with the back panel, you get. So mark 4 inches. Sometimes you can even mark 1.5 so that you have enough allowance to handle the band. Then mark the line all through this way. And after which you now connect the lines on the crotch this way. Connect them together. Just like this. Connect them together just like this. And this is how it goes. Then after you have done the connections, now you can now cut out. So what you will just need to cut now is only the back band. The front band. You won't cut the back band again, you get. So you just cut it out. So if you are deriving value from this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and then subscribe to my channel. So I'm trying to take a better position to cut this out in a very perfect manner. So cut very well. cut all through this way. Then you also cut from here. Cut all through this way. So like I said, if you are deriving value from this video, do well to like, share, and comment, ask your questions. So here you cut them out. You cut out all through from here. Cut out all through from here. Cut out all through from here. So it's carefully. You see why I'm placing these things on top is to make sure it helps me to hold the fabric in firm position. So now you cut the waistline all through here. So this is how it is, right? So now I'm done with the drafting. So you go ahead to cut the other aspects of the outfit. So I think the next you see will be on the sewing aspect of this video. I have actually made a video on this before on sewing. So you can just search for how to sew back elastic and front rope trouser on my channel. The fabric I used was a stripe fabric. That was what I used in making that particular video. So the sewing is still the same. It's exactly the same as you have seen in that video. So you can do well to make do with that video to learn how to stitch it. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye bye for now.